SCP-055-J. Who knows? Urgent message from Foundation Memetic and Cognitohazardous Research Division. Site-wide quarantine is to be initiated as soon as possible. The containment procedures below are to be implemented immediately following full lockdown of Site-19. Researcher Smalls. Object Class: Keter. Special Containment Procedures. Personnel are to refrain from entering SCP-055-J's containment chamber. Personnel that have been exposed to SCP-055-J or report experiencing its anomalous properties are to be given Class C amnestic treatment. Symptoms of SCP-055-J exposure are as follows. 1. Awareness of SCP-055-J's existence. 2. Having no knowledge of SCP-055-J's existence. 3. Reports of experiencing nothing out of the ordinary. Speaking of SCP-055-J is strictly forbidden, as well as thinking about SCP-055-J and any other sort of activity that would give it any sort of attention whatsoever. To prevent further exposure, it is advised that all personnel refrain from direct eye contact with anything around them and cover their ears when in the presence of anything remotely resembling SCP-055-J. While it is believed that SCP-055-J is kept within a standard containment chamber, this could not be fully determined due to its anomalous nature. Other possible forms of SCP-055-J's containment have been theorized. 1. An invisible chamber constructed from telekill alloy. 2. A 5 by 5 by 5 by 5 meters square room. 3. A non-spherical cage. Description: the exact appearance, nature, and properties of SCP-055-J are currently unknown. SCP-055-J is believed to be capable of affecting individuals via sensory input, as subjects are incapable of sensing its presence by any means. It is speculated that SCP-055-J actively hides its true nature. The most reasonable conclusion for this is that SCP-055-J is an incredibly hostile entity, possibly of Keter or even Apollyon levels of threat. There is really no way to conclude what this thing is, and I think it's best we just assume the worst. Discovery: SCP-055-J's anomalous nature was discovered by the newly appointed Researcher Smalls, Memetic and Cognitohazardous Research Division, following assignment to the respected anomaly. Researcher Smalls and Assistant Researcher Agnew are the first reported subjects to have been exposed to SCP-055-J. It is unknown how many more have been affected. If you are reading this, it may already be too late. May God help us all. Document updating. Document update complete. Addendum 055-J-2. The following is a log of Researcher Small's initial discovery of SCP-055-J. Researcher Agnew. Okay, here we are. This is the containment chamber for the new SCP, right? Researcher Smalls. Yeah, should be. Both enter the containment chamber of SCP-055-J. It is empty. Researcher Agnew. Wait, what the hell? Where is it? Did we enter the wrong chamber by mistake? Researcher Smalls. I think so. Come on, let's... No, wait. Researcher Agnew. What is it? Researcher Smalls. What if this is the containment chamber? Researcher Agnew. What do you mean? Researcher Smalls. Well, we don't know what this thing is, right? We haven't looked over its notes properly yet. It was our job to write up the description. What if this is what it does? Researcher Agnew. What are you on about? Researcher Smalls. What if it's only making us think that it's not here? I mean, we contain all sorts of crazy perception warping things here. What if we're incapable of perceiving it visually? Or that we immediately forgot what it looks like the minute we look at it? Researcher Agnew. Well, that's a scary thought. Researcher Smalls. Exactly. But what if the moment we turn away, we forget that it even exists? Damn, this thing is tricky. Researcher Agnew. We could call for help? Researcher Smalls. But then more people will be drawn in here and affected by it. We can't let anything of the sort happen. Researcher Agnew. Well, wait. Wouldn't something we can't see even when we're looking at it just be nothing? Following that logic, it's everywhere around us. Researcher Smalls visibly retches. A look of horror overcomes his face. Researcher Smalls. Oh, God! You're right! Researcher Smalls looks around the chamber in random directions. Researcher Smalls. You hear that? We know your game. You're not gonna make fools out of us. Researcher Agnew. No, I mean, what are you doing? Researcher Smalls. Writing up the containment document. We'll have to do it now before we leave. Otherwise, we'll forget. Researcher Smalls spends the next several minutes writing the document of SCP-055-J on his laptop while periodically looking around the room. Researcher Agnew returns to the entrance of the chamber. Researcher Smalls. There. Now everyone will know. We'd better head over for amnestics. Who knows what sort of mimetic effects this thing has had on us? Researcher Agnew. Smalls, I think you should... Researcher Smalls hurries out of SCP-055-J's containment chamber. Researcher Agnew looks back at the front of the containment door before sighing and following. On the front door of the chamber is a sign reading Janitorial Closet 055, closed for maintenance. Note: at the time of writing, there have been a total of 19 documented cases of Researcher Smalls' discovery of SCP-055-J. End file.